need never fear, 'cause I love you. And I wanna talk about you.
Choosing the right organization.
We got a phone call from an organization that was talking to us about us. In other words, a lot of people think, gee, the best way for me to get involved with a foundation is call them up and tell them all about me. You know what I mean? And I would think the same thing. It's just, that's the way we think. That's the way we're programmed. This call we got one day, a person called and started telling us about ourselves.
Okay.
And he's like, you know, I saw this thing you did in Africa. I saw this thing you did here. I saw this thing you did there. And I'm with a couple of volunteers, and we're like, who? After a while, you start to want to know who that person is that knows all this stuff. And then we're like, look this guy up while we're talking, because this is crazy that he knows all this stuff about us. And now we look him up and we find out this is somebody who has received more grants than we could ever imagine. Do you know what I mean? Than anybody, than any small, you know, any charity. I mean, this person is an expert at getting funding and grants, and we're seeing how he's doing it, because it got to the point where we're like, listen, we got to know who you are and how we can work with you. You know, because the more he's telling us about us, the more we're dying to like hope we can work with him. You see what I mean? So now we want to pass that forward. So we want organizations to know, hey, reverse this, go do it, think completely backwards. Call up Jazz for Peace, or even write us an email and make us feel like you know a lot about us, because now we're like, wow, what you know about us, we can really, you know, now we can really talk about how we can make a difference for you.
Actually, that's a great lesson in business as well, because generally we talk about things we want to hear. Not necessarily what our customer wants to hear.
Right.
But it works much better if you talk about what they want to hear or what they're interested in. So definitely, probably an eye-opening moment.
It was eye-opening knowing that that person knew so much about us, and now was going to be able, we were able to move so fast in the process. Lead me to your door.